Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here on the Ark with our planned life of luxury. Well, I think it's about time we actually started automating some things and getting to a life of luxury. I think that would be a good thing. Yeah, why not? So we built this last time to get some power going and it was doing really well. But I decided to expand it slightly and build some more. So we have even more power. Don't we have a big platform to build things on, which is awesome. I also noticed that I didn't turn on one of the lumberjack flags. I actually do want to kind of stop these, I think, and maybe... No, actually, no. We actually want to turn that one on as well. We're struggling for trees, which makes sense because we're using a lot. We're using a lot to build things here. So, this now produces 22,340-ish, 45-ish power. So, I think we're good for power. I think we're really good for power. So let's start with the automation and then we can get rid of this here and not worry about beavers running in wheels. They can all chill out and not worry about it. So planks and gears are something you always kind of want for storage and for making things and doing bits and pieces. So we always want to do that here. So the ideal kind of ratio is 1 lumberjack to 2 gear, lumber mill to 2 gear workshops. The lumber mill makes them at 1.3. Takes 1.3 hours to make a plank, and this uses 1 every 3 hours. So this lumber mill will produce enough planks to run both of the gear workshops and have a spare plank every now and then, which is awesome. Plus gears you don't use as much, so they will fill up pretty quickly. So what we want to do is build something like that down here, but build it in a way that we can expand out and not worry about too much about getting trapped in places. Because it's very easy to run a line of buildings and then have nowhere to get through or behind them. Plus we need storage for things as well. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the game just for a moment here, is we're going to build 2 sets of these. And I'm pausing the game because I don't want it to be built whilst I'm doing stuff. So we have the power coming up and over here. Comes up and over, ends up here, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a gear workshop here, one away from the edge, so we leave a 2 gap down the side so we can put stuff down the side if you want to. So I'm going to do 1, 2. We're going to do a lumber mill, and then I think we're going to do a large warehouse, and then another large warehouse with a gap, and then the same again. I'm basically going to reverse it, I think. We'll do the same. 2 gear workshops and lumber mill, like that. And then above, we can put in a platform and run a power line over the top. This. And that will connect all of this together. And we plant a power line there as well. And that means this is all connected together. Then when this gets built, it connects these 2 buildings together, which means the whole power system comes along. We could also run something around the outside, this side, if we wanted to as well. Not really going to worry about that for the moment, but we have the opportunity to go up and over and around if we want to connect to this side as well, just to double the power connection up, and that will produce wonderfulness for us for everything we need. So we can then say, hey, I want to store gears in here. I will store all the gears in here, and I want to store in this one nothing. Come down here to planks, put the planks in there. There we go. Put them. And it is going to be slow going to start with. The lumber mills will take a while to catch up because they're going to be used so many for gears. But then once this fills with gears, we're okay because we don't use anywhere near as many gears as we do planks. So we'll fill up with gears and we won't have to worry about that going. That's it. So we'll do that there. I will leave these running for the time being because we're going to need them. However, all this here can probably go. This here can be removed. Don't have to. We have to over there. We do want paper. That's the thing we're going to need. We don't really need explosives on this map, which is the cardinal sin of saying things when it comes to Timberborn. But we really don't need explosives. There's nowhere for me to particularly want to use explosives, other than perhaps right here. We could blow this up here and have the water flow out the front, which would clear up some space here. We could then cap this off and we don't have to worry about having a platform here. But now we've built the platform and done this already here, I'm just going to leave it as it is. So explosives aren't really needed. Plus, they're not required for the mine, because the mine only has only produces scrap. It doesn't actually, there isn't a second recipe like with the iron teeth that uses explosives for it. So I think explosives are something we're going to give a miss. I think, honestly, I'm going to give explosives a miss. Which is not very Timberborn, but this map doesn't require it. Just doesn't need it. What we could do, however, is getting some more science going. That's a definite. We definitely want some more science going. And we could look into some of the golem things kind of already, because I think we're kind of near ready for that. So, let's have a look. So, Biofuel Refinery takes any form of food and produces biofuel. Community potatoes are the best biofuel, and we do have a lot of potatoes. So, that is good. We could store potatoes up here and do stuff with that as well. Doesn't require power. So that's not good. Makes 30 every 3 hours. Don't know how much golems require. The golem part factory does require power, and you need 3 of them. And that needs 1 fuel every 12 hours to make golems. It also needs planks and gears and planks and gears. Oh, actually, we are going to use planks and lots of gears. So maybe we want to even make more here. Yeah, we're going to be using a lot of planks in places. Might want to change this up then, actually, now I think about it. May want to change this up. Yeah. What if we swap these 2 round? Not that it matters where the storage is for them, but I just want to swap these 2 round. Well, UB paper. UB gears, because we are actually going to use a lot more planks in places, so it may make more sense for us to have 3 lumber mills, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 gear workshop, like that. There we go. And then you're producing gears here, you're producing paper planks here, which is awesome. We could do with smelting things, so I should probably do that. We should probably get the smelter running. That produces 1 every 4 hours, and if we were going to run the this at the highest rank, that's 12. So yes, we only need 1 smelter. Although we are going to use smelters for things. So okay, so we'll put smelter. Do you know what? We have enough power. We have enough power. We don't worry about power at all. So we'll put 2 in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a small warehouse on the end. We can in fact probably fit 2 of them in there. Yes, we can. Boom, boom. None stored there, none stored there. So we might store like paper and metal. So this one's going to be metal blocks. Something else that was pointed out in the comments to the last video, which I completely forgot exists in our paths and structures. We have these metal platforms which we can use to build. They do require 200 to go, so maybe I should store more than that there. Maybe we should store more than that there. Might not be a bad idea actually to store more than 200, because these require 200 to go. Although I'm not... The idea of having the platforms as well is that we could build over the top of the trees with platforms. You can put platforms in like here, and it will be, and then you can build on top without stopping your trees being running, or build on top of your crops so you have more space. I don't know if that's going to be a problem for us or not. If I'm honest, I think we're going to be okay for that. But we'll leave that like that. We also want to transfer our paper as well, and paper. I suppose we do kind of want to get the printing press going at some point as well in the future. So that uses 1 paper every 1.5 hours, and this takes 1.6 hours to make 1. So it's not a 1-to-1. It's a very awkward ratio. That 2 paper in 1.6 hours, and the printing press uses 1 paper every 1.5 hours. If it was 1.5 hours for both of them, then it would simply be 1 paper mill runs 2 printing presses. But that's not how it goes. The printing press as well, I think, is yeah, without looking at it, it's 4 deep, and you need a lot of them. printing presses are something you will need a lot of. We can't build them yet because we don't have the space to go in there. Do you know what we're going to do? You know what I'm going to do? We're going to have another smelter, and we're going to say, hey, no, you aren't that. You aren't that. You're going to be paper, because we don't really need a lot of paper stored. And you're actually going to be scrap, which makes sense, because then the scrap can be closer to here. And then on the end, we will put in a large storage plug, like that. And this large storage can be for metal blocks. We will store lots of metal blocks. Okay. Then over here we can do something, and then we can run the power between these, because we can build things on top. Don't know what we're going to put in between. Maybe statues, maybe something in there. Don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Then over here we can do paper and other bits and pieces. As and when. I think I am going to kind of do a 2-to-1, which means the printing presses aren't going to run all the time, but it just makes sense. It just kind of makes sense in my head to do it that way. But we'll build this now. We'll build this for now. This is a lot. This is an awful lot for building what we're doing there. I'm going to put in the platform there. And we don't need it because it will be connected to this side as well, but I'd rather connect them up like this. So I know the power comes down. So the power comes down, goes into this building, and it's shared with all these, and then this will share it with all these here. We can't come over here now because we're going to run a path down here. That's fine. Okay, so this is all going to get built and done and dusted and sorted. We only have 6 spare beavers right now. So some of these are not going to have workers in. But that's okay. That's okay. We can turn this off. We can turn these off. What's this story? This story. Oh, we've got planks over there. That's okay. So we can turn most of these off. Okay, so that's paper as well. No, that's gears. Okay, so that's all turned off. So we can turn most of these off and transfer workers over here. But we just need to build it. We just need to build it first and get it going and do its thing there. And let some things recover, because we're going to need some more wood and stuff kicking in. We are definitely struggling. I'm going to say desired none there, so that you move the wood down to here. Store it in here. This is going to store. Oh, scrap. Yeah, scrap gets moved up to there. That's okay. The scrap will be moved down to here, and we'll get rid of this at some point and do something here. We will build some explosives, because maybe I could actually blow the front of this out, and then we could do something with it, which would be quite nice. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So okay, let us commence with the building project. We have a few things to do, quite a lot of stuff to get on with, and luckily many beavers to do it with. So we'll be back when this is all built, which is gonna be a little while. Okay, so we're back and things are built. We have our wonderful industrial area all up and running and churning away and doing fantasticness. We have 203 metal blocks, which is awesome. And I think everything's been moved over, almost. This is empty. Yeah, so we just got some paper left in here. So I'm going to go around and remove all of these. Let's get rid of all of this. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay. So that clears up all the space up here for more things, which is going to become wood. I really feel like this is going to become wood up here. I was going to move the wood storages to be on the ends here, so we're going to change up some stuff here. Let's say, because we're going to move the farms as well to be down here. I have started building out things here, and you'll see I'll be mapping it with the paths, counting how many blocks to go, and I messed this up. I've messed this up. These two should not be there. These two should be there. So I added 2 onto this, and I don't quite know how I did it. I'm sure I counted how many blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 1 out there. But then that makes no sense here. I see the difference. We're right up against this wall here. So there's 1 there. So yeah, so that's why. So we're going to remove this here and let the water flow, which is going to definitely affect our power grid, but only very temporary. I'm going to do this levy, and I think probably levies for the moment. That'd be fine. And we want to square off the area there to here, and this is going to become basically the opposite of this here. It's going to become the farm area here, and then we can change some stuff up here to do our little circle area down and over here. So what I also want to do is I want to move this because the builder's hut's in the way. So we're going to put the builder's hut down here because this seems like a very good place to put it. Yep, that seems like a good idea. We could also put one down here if we wanted to, which I kind of do. So let's have a look at doing maybe things here. And did we just platform? What did we do here? We platformed in the whole base. How high did we go? 2, 3, 3. So yeah, platform in the whole place like that. There we go. And then that should lead it onto there to let the water flow down as it goes, which should be cool. But that can do its thing there, and then we can put another builder's hut over here. Hold on, brain. Yeah, there, like that. And this is going to be a low workforce, and this is going to be a low workforce, so that's fine. I don't remember what you were storing. You were storing chestnuts. Not that we have any chestnuts. You were storing some chestnuts. So we may do the same here. We may do chestnuts down here and then just have maple, solid maple up the top here. And this will be our wood storage. So what I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to say, hey, don't plant those there. Or that one there. Would you please empty this one? I think the haulers are doing a lot of other stuff, moving things around there. And we're going to put our wood storage all along here. So we'll have multiple wood storage here, and then this, basically this forester will run one side, we'll do another forester the other side. We'll put in lumberjack there, a lumberjack there, and a lumberjack at the end, like we have here. And we'll just mirror it. And this whole top piece will become nothing but trees, which means we need to move our water. Now, conveniently, we've got plenty of water around, so we don't really have to worry too much about where we're going to be getting water from. Okay, we can put it pretty much anywhere. I could build a whole thing behind here, a water platform, which I kind of think I want to do. We might put like the whole water thing just behind the houses so the beavers can get up and go straight to it, and then dot around a few little things, so, you know, like have a couple of little water storages maybe down next to the foresters so the lumberjacks can get water that way, and water storage is down here, perhaps in between here, just so the workers don't have to go so far for water if they need it. So we always have the opportunity to do that sort of thing, which would be good. The stairs are in here purely just so we can build the actual platforms, that's all. I built some more because I need some more workers. We don't have enough workers doing things, so let's also up our workers just a little bit. We're just going to build 2, one on either end, like that. And we're going to build another thing. Many building things, come back building stuff and then going away again. But we're going to build right in the centre here our platforms for the tower, so the bridges. So I want to build like that, 4 like that, and then we want to unlock the 3x1 suspension bridge, and it should go this way, that way, this way, that way. There we go. And then it's left the gap there so we can bridge that way if we want to. We'd have to get a bigger bridge because we'd have to go over the top of the mine that's going to be there. I don't know which way I'm going to face the mines, whether they're going to point both to the centre and then come out and just feed stuff down here, or whether they're going to do, I don't know, but we have opportunities to do things if we want to do this. We may have to actually get a metal platform and put it in the centre, so they might not have to face the centre because that would be blocked the centre way, but we'll see. But that will just allow our workers to get access to this side quicker than going all the way down the stairs and back up again. So that's all good. Hopefully as well, it may actually give us more distance on our town. because right now the town is calculating, well, the town's obviously, the town distance is coming down here, coming down these stairs here, coming along and down. That's 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, and 3, so it's exactly the same really coming that way. So it won't give us any more distance on town, but it will let our beavers travel less distance. So that is good. So also what we want to do then is we might as well build this here as well. Boom, boom, and boom, like that. Then run over here. I don't know if I'm going to run power wheels on this side here, or whether we're even going to build anything out this side for the moment. I just want this here so I can move my carrots down here. That's the whole idea. And then maybe this here so we can build chestnut trees in here and have chestnuts as well. So we can have chestnuts for another food source. And then we'll see where it goes. We might well just make out this area here into land, and then I don't think the town centre can reach down into this to do a great deal with it, but we could put some food in here or do something in here. We have opportunities. We have possibilities. The possibilities are endless. We just need to do things. So everything's going really well. That's the curse, the absolute curse of speaking. Everything's going really well, and I'm very happy with how things are working. Power system I'm extremely happy with. Yes, we broke this here and it's dropped by what's that, 1,000? 1,200, about 500 it's dropped by, so by breaking that there. Yeah. So we'll have to put more vents in here to allow water to flow through, to get a nice balance on the power without flooding the area. Because right now we are, let's see there, borderline flooding the area. That is, yeah, that is very, very close to the top. But it's okay, as long as it's not over, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Our gears are doing well, our planks are doing okay, although we are using a lot of planks right now, but this should be fine. And then down here, I think we're going to start either doing the golem stuff or some bits and pieces. I might actually build the power system over there, and then on this side we could do the golem manufacturing. Yeah, although we could platform in here and got space in here as well with power. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of keeping everything kind of symmetrical. Does that make sense? So I know potatoes on one side and carrots on the other side. But I kind of like the idea of doing it that sort of way. Just because I really want to build more of these. Not that we're using any. We're using like we're using 1,200 of 2,100. So we've got no. We're using 1,002 of 21,000. So we could definitely run everything on this side here. The problem is just we're getting to the edge of the space here. So maybe we'll platform inside this area and not worry about food going down there. Food could possibly go around this area here. We could do more food in here, like around the area here. Just run a single path in to get access to the 2 mines, and then like, plant grain or something in here. But we will see, because we're going to start using potatoes as well for our biofuel, so we need to deal with that. But that's okay. So, yeah, why don't we do this? Like that. There we go. We'll fill in that with platforms. Can't build anywhere near the amount of platforms that are here. So, but we'll do that. That gives us access to the road there. That's going to be a lot of planks, which we're not really having as many planks as we have planks, but that's going to be a lot of planks. So that's going to take a while to build, a long while to build. If we can even build all of it, I think we can actually, because we can reach up to here. I think we could probably build all of this. I might need to do a little path like in the centre just to reach this side of it. In fact, what we'll do is we'll run a path up here, so we know where the path's going to kind of be. Boom, there you go. Now that can all be built. So that's going to take a long time, and that's going to be for the next episode. So we will build a bridge, we will build this over here, and then we'll build the platforms over here. This could be the lowest priority. don't worry so much about building those. I want kind of these ones to be built first. Perhaps it doesn't really matter. In fact, to be honest with you, above and below everything, I want the houses to be built. Okay, so yes, so we shall come back next time when Platform City has been constructed. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.